So things are bubbling up very nicely on what is undoubtedly another one of football's genuine red-letter days. Here comes the ultimate white-knuckle ride on the emotional roller coaster. So all aboard. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? Gerrard! Pepe clears without hesitation. Played towards the other side. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gerrard delivers. Terrific effort! Harmlessly behind. Over to the right flank. Company makes the interception. Pass somewhat off target. Good take. Luis Suarez! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's beautifully weighted.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, great leap! He scored! Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Serginho. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's been slipped through. Oh, chance for a shot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, this is a fascinating tie. Tight, exciting, energetic. Serginho. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And back to the goalkeeper. That is ended up in no man's land. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Serginho's cross. Company with the clearance. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Howson spots it and intercepts. Bebeto chasing after it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nice control. Howson does well not to be outdone there. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, that has not gone well. Opts for safety. Gerrard. Well read, nice interception. Neuer is there to clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Howson calmly anticipates. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. A header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vega. And it's Vega. Akanji. Nuno Mendes. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Bebeto. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from
So far, the early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Second period then underway. Serginho. He leaps for it. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Edmilson, nicely spread. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Batistuta. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. Nuno Mendes. And Serginho. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Mendes. Oh, it's Bebeto. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. It's gone for a throw-in. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. No, that's been intercepted. Almost an hour gone. Out of play for a throw. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And he's managed to gift it back. Howson gets it clear. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there. Macau perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or to...
Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Bebeto. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That is good alertness. Serginho, spread to the right. Alaba. Serginho. Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Delivers the... There's the header! And there's a goal! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Tottenham are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Luis Suarez. Substitution on the field, number 4, Bebeto.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Tottenham with the lead. Inzaghi picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. And they've got rid. And back to the keeper. Pepe. Macau have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution for Tottenham, number 25, Nuno Mendes. Coming on the field is number 7, João Cancelo.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Macau really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Played into the box, great chance! And that's a tiny finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Number 15.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's Gerrard!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Neuer punts it upfield. Oh no, this does not look good. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. João Cancelo. And it's Thiago.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Field, number 5, Luis Suarez.
He's having a good look here.
Number
And
17.
this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Coming on the field, number 23,
Luis Suarez!
Wayne Rooney.
Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And this is Ronaldo. Good read, needed to be. Chance! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. There was... That's that, the end. Tottenham can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Tottenham definitely look the business, don't they? This will serve as the perfect springboard to greater tests, no doubt. They really couldn't have asked for more.
And now, please turn towards the screen for live scores from all of today's games.